to my YouTube channel. Here I'm with the famous team, one of Doha's and Gal Qatar's finest, Mr. Kamasla himself, and we have here Fine Tattoo. If you've been into TikTok and your FYP like this with Tattoo, she usually gives a lot of insight in TikTok and also a lot of educative stuff. Kamasla as well also gives us a lot of educative stuff on his YouTube channel, and now we are on our YouTube channel. We have to make sure we bring forces together and pull each other as Africans, because the consumption that people are saying Africans can't help each other, this really shows that East and West, we are together, and North and South, we are together as Africans. So today's topic, we want to discuss about the current situation that has happened in Africa, especially the Gen Zs. And you know, Kamasla, when I saw Kamasla's DP, he was just attacking. You're like, man, you guys, man, you're so courageous. How will you do it? Show us your ways. So Kamasla, what can you say about the current situation in Kenya?
First of all, I must say I am so proud of the Gen Z, the Generation Z. I'm so proud of them, because what they did, I think it's just an eye-opener for the entire continent. Just as Ghana was the first country to gain independence, and every other country started to realize that we need the kind of independence as countries. That is what Kenya has just done. I mean, what they did, Nigeria tried, I think 2 years ago, and it didn't end well. Ghana has done it so many times, but it's not as huge as what Kenya did. The international community picked it up, and they amplified it. And the most, I don't want to talk too much from here, but I want to say the fact that the outcome of it, we are all saying it's what the president has done. After that shows that it was a success, even though we lost lives. But, I mean, nobody said it was going to be easy. We need to share blood sometimes
but you know,
few blood for majority to be free.
You know, the voice of the people. Why do we have governments? We have governments because the government has to take care of the people. And if the government is not doing that, what happens? Now this younger generation rises up. So, Tattoo, what can you say about the Gen Zs?
The Gen Zs, personally, I am very...
Are you a Gen Z?
No, I'm not a Gen Z. I'm a millennial. But I do have a Gen Z spirit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm a millennial. I have a Gen Alpha. I'm raising a Gen Alpha. But I do have the spirit of a Gen Z.
The spirit of a Gen Z.
And also, I think social media has really played a big part in all this. The demonstrations, it has played a big part, because if we were like back in 10 years ago, something like this happens, it will not be as big as now. So social media, and especially I think TikTok, X, they have really done a big part in bringing awareness into what is happening right now in Kenya and Africa as a whole.
So what you are trying to say is Kenya has led the way.
It has.
Most African countries.
Yes, it has.
What the young generation wants, because you know we have old people who are generation, the boomers.
The boomers.
The boomers who are like were in the time of dictatorship, so they think that's the way they are going to run things and steal money from the public and enrich themselves.
Gen Zs, they cannot allow that to happen. You know, we are living in different times, so they just decided, you know what, enough is enough. And also you can see millennials, the parents and everyone is joining in this, you know, because they have seen it is doable. It is actually possible to, like, if I can call it, renovate our country or our continent, because Africa is a really rich continent.
You tell me,
everything.
Can it happen in Ghana?
What happened? Like I said, it has happened a couple of times, but not as huge as this. But then, why I'm saying this is going to be like every African country and the Gen Zs in those countries are going to say, if Kenya was able to do it, if you ask me, I would say Kenyans. I tweeted that for you to get to a point where Kenyans are acting this rowdy on the street means that this thing has really got into them, because I know Kenyans to be cool people, reserved people. They don't really, they just want to chill, they just want to do their stuff. But for you to get to a point where they are now on the street and they don't even care about their lives anymore, people are smoking people are smoking
and lives were lost, which is so sad. But they were like, we need to do this. We need to do this for our country.
And the result is there for everybody to see. I don't think everybody, even Ghanaians, we started bashing ourselves that I'm missing what Kenya, and funny videos, you know, everything we like to play with everything. Funny videos were coming out of it. Like, Kenyans are doing this, Ghanaians are just loud, Nigerians are just loud, but look at what Kenya is doing. So, yes, the next time we also attempt something like this, to make sure, just for the fact that you don't want people to laugh you that your own is not successful, you do the extra mile. And that is just on the side of people who will demonstrate. On the side of the government also, it's already showing. In the Parliament of Ghana, I don't know if you watch a video where
there's one minister who was saying, if we don't take care of our people, the people will come, Kenya will happen to us. If we don't work for the people of Ghana, it will happen for us. The people will come and beat us and fight us.
Unfortunately, when the thing happened, there were some Ghanaian parliamentarians in Kenya at the time. And the video popped out how they were running. So they were using that to tease them that you are in government. You saw what happened in Kenya. We saw you when you were running. If you don't want that to happen in Ghana, then do the right thing. So you see, on the side of those who protest or who demonstrate, it's a lesson learned over there that when you are in your country, you are going to go the extra mile. Don't be scared of anything. Go until you see result. And on the side of the government, we have also learned. At least Ruto has put in some measures in place now. He said, I don't know.
He has fired the whole cabinet.
And even he said his the first ladies, second lady,
you know, the first ladies and the second ladies, first ladies of the president, first ladies of the vice president, cabinet secretary, governors, were being on the payroll of the government.
So you see,
for doing nothing.
For slaying.
Yeah, just because of you are my wife, you get an office, you get budget, you get money. Okay, what are you doing? And you get house allowance. I'm already getting house allowance as your husband. Why are you adding more money for me? So he scrapped everything.
So my question is, does he have to take these kids you are calling Gen Z for you and
to think
that this is it?
This is wrong.
Why did he put you in the office? We thought that you are older than us, you are wiser than us. That they are showing to us that wisdom does not come with age. That's what they are proving to us, because he's taking kids for you to
come and the bill was so bad, like really bad.
I didn't dig into it. I don't know much.
I'll give you an example. Bread 16%. Bread, you know, if you want to ban a country, just increase the price of bread. Even in Morocco, in most of the Arab Rising was because they increased the price of bread. If you have a car, you pay for a tax. We're already paying for taxes. And then you add another tax.
And the problem is, we think taxes is not the issue. But when you deduct our money in the name of tax, what are you doing with our money?
They steal the money.
We need to see, we need to see where the money is going. But if the money is going to your pockets and your families, we will not like it.
Yeah, it was very bad. If you had an ancestral land, this is your ancestral land. They wanted to put a law for you to be paying every year
for your own land.
You are not your ancestral land, like in the rural area where you come from. Why should you pay for it? It's your land,
and it's going to be forever. Like
yes, it was. There was no, as in the government wanted to own like everything.
You know, for me. I'm just sorry for those who lost their life. It was a good calling. He thought it was a joke. When the president, he had his first address
was very bad.
It was very arrogant.
Aggressive.
For me, I was like,
that was his real.
I was like, why did he tell them that show me when I'm walking to the podium. Like, why did he have to walk in there? Just to show that.
To show that you are.
But then when you realize that no, these people are not backing down. You see the second address?
He came down.
He came down.
He had to.
And he had to go on X.
Bro, you know he was on X. People are abusing him and telling what you're doing is wrong. You are allocating money. You are thief. You are the president.
The president of
Because
it has never happened in the whole world.
Yes.
That's how you
I
know
like that
this
about
thing
him.
is serious.
That he brought himself to that level.
Yeah, he came down.
Maybe he had people who told him, you know what, you
have to come down.
You have to, because these kids, they are not backing down.
Because it was not one city. Not only Nairobi. It was the whole country, bro. People are chasing the governors.
That people did in other foreign countries also. I saw in
even in London, in the US, in Belgium, people went to the embassies and said, you guys are misusing our money. That is patriotism. We didn't have guns. We had a phone and a flag.
And you know our national anthem.
And our national anthem.
Actually tells us
if our national anthem says, defend your country. You have to work for your country. Your country is the last.
So basically, I say our national anthem.
Did nothing wrong. We just feel sorry for those who lost their life. I'm saying it again. But
it's sad. It was a huge sacrifice on their part.
And also when they lost the people who lost their life, at least the people, the Gen Zs came together. They contributed money. It's not the government. They contributed money. They gave the families who lost their people.
That's why they did a concert.
They did a very big concert. And it was organic. People were not paid.
When you come together, you can do so many powerful things.
I pray that such things do not happen in Kenya again. Like from now, it should be work. The government should just be on their toes. Working. But let me ask you as a Ghanaian, are you going to vote for Ruto again? I don't know.
He has to prove. He has to prove himself. He has not proven. To me personally, maybe probably to me, he has not proven because the people he gave work are the people who helped him in campaigns, not the people who can really work. You get my point? I should not give you a job because you help me to presidency.
Jobs people on merit, not because of family and friends.
So he gave jobs to friends, cousins, people who are.
Anytime I meet a Kenyan and they are talking to me about their country and their president, I feel like they are talking to me about Ghana.
That's the problem.
I think Africa as a whole has the same problem.
It's the same thing happening in Ghana.
And that is not, you should give someone a job.
He promised us before he became president, he's doing the opposite.
That's the problem.
There's a list of CEOs and the top
coming from two tribes or one tribe.
Oh my God! You should have seen that list.
My president is not just one tribe. Directly from his family. The family, they say him direct, like his cousins, his mother's, not just family. Not just from his tribe or anything. Direct from the family. More than 50 people are government and holding big position are from his
the
family.
Same family. It's sad.
That is what he did.
That's why we will now be moving outside the country to look for work and do odd jobs because back in our country.
People, President Ruto was saying, I'm looking for a job for you to go outside the country. People say, we don't want to go to outside.
We
don't. They say, you want us to die on boats, going to abroad to work? We want to work in our own country. We want to develop our own country. We don't want to study here. People have degrees and they don't have jobs. The guy was saying, I'm building houses. If you're constructing a house, how many years does construction taking for a house? It takes 2 or 4 years. After 4 years, what will I do? People are asking him question on we're asking, you are leading a corrupt country. There is no one that has been arrested and taken to court and jailed about corruption. You are wearing a 10 million watch, bro. 10 million worth of 10 million. A shoe worth 400,000. Shoe.
Hiring 1.5 million.
Belt.
private jet.
Yes. People are asking him questions.
So combine all these thoughts, then go to the streets.
Yeah, then go to the street. And you know what what people did for the celebrities in Kenya? The guys who are for government,
ones,
they unsubscribe their own.
Yeah, basically on TikTok, they reported their
There was one
account.
guy who was called KRG. All his account was banned.
Because people kept on reporting him.
They reported.
He joined the.
No, he talked crap.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't want. It was like he was on the side of
He was
the
bragging
government
because he has government contracts.
Yeah.
So people told him, bro, we are going to unsubscribe your channel and we are going to report your channel. It came from 1 million to 0 and to blocked.
No, tell me it's a lie.
Not only
No, it's not a
TikTok,
lie.
even bro, KRG the Don, from 1 million.
Yeah.
Even there's one minister, Karen Nyamu. She even was in the parliament saying, I lost 20,000 subscribers. 20,000. People were just saying unsubscribe.
Because we are the same people who are
Supporting you, and you're getting money.
You know, and they're being paid and everything.
And when we are suffering,
We are the ones
you're
who
not
are
with
giving
us.
them the space to be who they are.
Kenyans are serious. Like, proud to this, I never knew Kenya to be like
Patriotic.
Yeah, patriotic. I know you are because of everywhere I go. I see Kenyans putting this. I know. I ask myself, is it in your constitution that you like Kenya you must put this in your list?
We just took
It's patriotism.
Yeah,
We
are
love
just
our
too-
country.
Yeah, we love our country. We are just proud.
It's true.
And we can't see our country goes to the dogs. We cannot allow our country goes down to the dogs. Huh?
Guys did well. They did well.
And this was a lesson for all African countries.
Sure, it's
All African countries that all leaders they are employed by the people and they have to work for the people.
And I feel that we shouldn't be allowing these old people to rule us. Some of them are too old. I mean, your president,
Yeah.
I'm not using your president. Your president, I don't know his age, but
He's slightly 50, but you tell me.
He's in his 50s?
He's in his 50s,
Yeah, he's in
but Kamasla, you tell me, you've been a member of parliament for 30 years.
Oh, meaning he joined politics very early.
Yeah, very early. He's been in politics for a long time.
If you've never done anything for 30 years, what are you telling me you're going to do to me now? People are asking questions. You've been there for more than 40 years.
With what has happened, he knows his job or his position is on the line, so I'm sure he's going to do better. And
Yeah,
Yes.
now he knows. Now he knows.
pledging that if he does well, you are going to maintain.
Yes. And he has 3 years remaining.
Oh, 3 years.
Yeah, if he doesn't prove, he's out.
He really needs to work harder if he wants to still be
So
elected.
if GenZ form a political party, are they going to win?
No, the Gen Z currently, their leader is Jacob Juma. Is a dead person.
Yeah, there's no leader. There's nobody leading.
The leader
Gen Z
died.
at the moment. There's no party.
There's one guy, he's called Jacob Juma. What he wrote on his Twitter space is what is happening.
now.
He prophesied not one tweet, more than 2,000 tweets when Twitter was Twitter. He said, if you don't take care of Kenya, the Kenyan youth will revolt against you. It happened. If you don't pay teachers well, this is what will happen. If you don't pay police well, the youth are going to fight for the police.
Because I can assure you now, let's say we come to this country because now me, I earn more than a teacher back at home. Not just any teacher, a high school teacher.
A high school teacher. Someone who has a degree.
And I'm just working as a nanny.
As a nanny.
So why should I stay back in my country to do what? Let me come here, earn more money, do a lot of things back at home. Yeah.
She can be able to sustain herself and her child back at home.
It is so sad. It shouldn't be like that. Back at home, we should be earning more money.
Yeah, we should be having, you should be able, Kamasla, you should be able to live with your family. But you telling me go outside and leave my family home.
It's not easy even for us, especially for us mothers. It's not easy. But
Kamasla, we were brought up with a father figure and a mother figure in the house.
yeah, but
And now
it's different.
You come
the
and
mother
you
might
go.
be there and the father is not there.
Yeah.
Or the father is there and the mother is not there.
Do you know that is the main thing that is making this Gen Z also revolt, is either the father was outside or the mother was outside.
Yeah, it's a broken home. And sometimes
there's nobody to control the house. And that's why they're arising. They're like, no, what is happening is wrong. And I like it. I love it. And people, not only Kenyans, I got a reception on my ex from people from South Africa, Mozambique, telling me what this guy from South Africa, what is his name? The guy, Malema. He even commented and said, Kenya is the way to go.
It's true.
Malema is on another level.
Kenya is the way to go. They are teaching their government what they should do.
We shouldn't be so.
Why should you be paid millions of money and you're not doing anything?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
He wanted to go and take another loan, and the loan was a lot of money. But apparently people said we are not taking any loans, we are using the resources that we have.
He said if he doesn't take that loan, the consequences people will not be able to.
No, and people say before you take a loan you have to have a public opinion. The public has to accept. If the public has not accepted, you can't take it. So the conversation was nice. Do you have anything you have to say, Mr. Kamaslai?
For me, all I would say is it has been an eye-opening for the entire continent.
Yes.
And not just for the Gen Z or the population. Just for both parties.
Yes.
The protesters and also the government. They should know that once we vote you into power, you have something, you have a requirement to meet. We want to see a certain changes, that's why we put you there. So if you are there, do what you are there for. Don't go there in your own interest or in the interest of your own family or your immediate friends or people around you. Serve the country. And we as citizens will not be spectators, we will also do our part. So we are asking for, we are not asking you to come and put money directly into our pockets.
No.
Make the environment friendly for us to live in. That is all we ask for. So they should do this for us. And please, Ghanaians, if you don't want Kenyans to throw you on social media, when next we are going to do something like this, please, let's go all out.
You know there was a fight on social media about Nigeria and Kenya. About this Gen Z thing. And one Kenyan guy said, Nigerian, you are no longer the giant of Africa.
Now Kenya is the
giant of Africa, because what you only care about is Grammys, music, and you don't care about development. And you are here praising rich people's houses, like the elite. You don't care about the common person who actually wants to wake up and make sure he bring gare and fufu and soup at the end of the day when they come home. If they come empty-handed, what will happen? But the person who has a big houses, who is living in Banana Island in Nigeria, very nice area, he has everything, but the local person doesn't. So you have to fight to become the giant of Africa, and make sure your people also stand up and defend the country, not people. Don't defend the people. Don't defend the Grammys. Don't defend the music. Defend the local person.
That's true.
So
no reply.
Kenya is not a giant of Africa. Nigeria, I don't know if it didn't give you the pride of Africa. You can't be the pride of Africa either. So what are they? If you are taking the giant of Africa,
we've taken the giant of Africa.
Somebody said they are the chickens of Africa. What
about tattoo? What can you say?
For me,
last
I would just like to pass my condolences to the family who lost their loved ones. The Gen Zs are like our nieces and our nephews. To us millennials, or most millennials. So it's also sad to see, them lose their lives because they are fighting for our country. And I just hope that our country will be better. So thank you so much.
I also have to take this opportunity also to thank the Gen Zs. I have brothers and sisters who are younger, and they really showed me, even my brother was on the Mandamano, and he sent me videos and said, we are fighting for you. We know you are cowards. My brother tells me that he told me we are cowards. He said, you guys are going through.
So
we know you are cowards. We are educated. We went to university. We have technology. We have a yes. We have a phone. We have our flag, and we love our country. And we are not going outside our country.
Yeah.
We are not. We are staying in Kenya, and we are not going to die outside. We are going to die here. We are the love of our country.
We know we are cowards, but we are solid behind you.
We are behind the Gen Zs. We are behind the Gen Z. So thank you so much. Kamaslai also has his YouTube channel as well. Kamaslai, subscribe to his channel, Kamaslai TV. Go on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Kamaslai. And Fine Tattoo also is big on TikTok. He's one of our biggest hitters. She's one of the biggest hitters on TikTok. Okay, so also subscribe to her TikTok, and she started her YouTube